Empowerment with Dr. Josefina Monasterio.
Welcome back to Empowerment with Dr. Josefina, and I'm Laura Guttridge. First off, we'd like to thank Bedazzled for the lovely outfits that they provide for Dr. Josefina. I love the sparkly black one. They're always very sparkly.
Yeah, they have very good people there. There's Amy, the owner. Then the other day, Janet helped me, which also is a very good fan of the show, love the show.
Good.
And Katie is also there. So it's good people there to help you to get what you need.
Yeah, go check them out. They're over in the Kmart Plaza. The lesson for today is positive self-expectancy.
How do you like that?
I love it because, I always think about the self-fulfilling prophecy phenomenon that people talk about. And I do believe that. And not only do we we have control of the prediction of our own lives, but other people can influence that prediction. Like if your parents always said you were the dumb one, or this or that, categorizing you from an early age, you expect that because you look up to your parents, and if they say that that's the category, you think that, and then a lot of times that's just how your life unfolds. So that's why it's so important to think positively for yourself and for others that you care about. Don't put them in this, box of, the self-fulfilling prophecy.
Exactly.
And then you talk about how it's not luck, but being prepared when opportunity arises. And I was thinking about this, and I was thinking about that recent plane crash into the Hudson River.
Yes.
And I think that was kind of an example of that, because the pilot was prepared, obviously, but it also was a combination of the opportunity to save all those people, because he's lucky that it was not a beautiful day and that the water on the river was smooth. So it was those two things colliding, his being prepared and the situation.
Exactly. And I'm so glad you bring that point, because I'm a fan of his.
Yeah.
I love Sally.
Yeah.
Is that his name?
Yeah, Sully.
Because what he shows is that sense of excellence. And he said, my life had prepared me for this opportunity.
Yeah.
All his life, he has been, reaching for perfection or doing the best that he can, because, so often you see mediocrity all around you.
Right.
Everybody wants to do a half-assed job.
Exactly.
Nobody wants just to excel, to do the best. And that's why I admire him so much, because he, for me, represents what I like, what I look for, to do a job well done,
Right.
and that's what, I'm so glad you bring that up, because it gives me the opportunity to say, hi, Sally.
Well, the story is very inspirational.
It is.
And you can only imagine what the people on that plane feel for him.
Absolutely.
Because he definitely saved their lives by being prepared.
Another thing that that attracts me about him is his sense of humility.
Right.
And that's a thing that you see in people who are high achievers, people who aim for excellence. They're very humble people, because they still know that there's room for improvement. I saw him in 60 Minutes, and he was second-guessing himself whether he could make a better choice.
Right.
How can he,
Right. Well, it's people like that they do things because it's the right thing, as opposed to for the glory or fame or whatever's attached to it. But then you also talk about the three things that prepare you for that, and number one is your desire, because you have to want it.
Yes.
So that has to be like the inside passion or whatever of desire, and then self-control, because in order to be really successful, you do have to have discipline, because we're always in everyday life, we're distracted by things. It's so easy just to put down the notes and shut off the computer and just blow the day.
And most people don't like that concept of self-discipline. Like people, a lot of time they ask me about being healthy, about fitness, about all the things, but immediately you can tell they're not interested. They just want to waste your time. So I have learned to keep my mouth shut. Because when it comes to make that commitment to have that self-discipline, the self-control to really do it, how many people really want to do it? But if
Right.
you really want to do it, call me.
That's what I was going to say. For your life coaching classes,
Yes.
I would think that those people that come in for the life coaching, they are at a point in their life where they really do want to listen
Absolutely.
and make the difference. But just, in casual conversation with people, no, they have to have that desire
Exactly.
in the beginning.
And the desire come, or you show that passion when you make the phone call, when you
Right.
take the first step.
Yeah, that's the first step of the desire.
Exactly.
And then you have to start working on your discipline, because nothing that's worth having comes easy.
No.
We know that. And then there's the third thing, prepare to do what it takes. So, after you have the desire, the discipline, then you have to sit down and say, okay, I've got to make this work. And I've got to be there.
Exactly. For instance, somebody wants to get physically fit, then you have the desire. What is the second one?
The desire, the
And
self-control,
the self-control,
discipline.
the discipline. Then you have to get up and do it.
Yeah. Because nobody's going to do it for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
It's actually a good thing that in order to achieve these things, you really have to have what it takes. Because, I think, as much as I love Oprah, I think she's a good example for that, because with all of her money in the world, you can't buy that ticket to the gym unless you go to the gym.
Exactly.
You've got to go.
Exactly.
So no matter how much money you have to have the motivation to get up and go.
And then once you achieve that goal, let's say, like you say, reaching her perfect way or the way she wants to get, to stay there.
Yes.
It's easy to get there. The point is, can you stay there? That's where the discipline comes in. That's when the passion comes in. That's when the desire comes in. Because, I can achieve that, but for how long?
Right.
And then I keep chasing my tail, doing the same thing over and over. So
you can have this inner wealth just by having those three lined up for yourself.
absolutely, yeah. And like you said again, Laura, it takes practice.
Yes. Yeah. Also, you talk about taking action, the positive self-talk. So you have to, it sounds like, it's positive self-talk. I don't know, that's not going to do it. No, that's it's kind of combined with the self-fulfilling prophecy.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm going to wake up, it's going to be a good day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then what happens when you say that? Then you act in a way that your behavior will fulfill your prediction.
Right.
That's the scary portion of it. That what you say is you're gonna behave unconsciously in a way that it will make that prediction comes true, whether it's to have a great day or a lousy day.
Well, I think that's a good way to think about it, just based on a good day or a bad day. Because when you get up in the morning and you start your day, if you're all grumpy and miserable, people are gonna, the aura around you, and people are gonna treat you grumpy, because that's the way you are. But if you're happy and motivated, that's contagious. And you know where I'm going with that. You all get it.
I know, but they don't.
If you think about it, you will get
But
it.
you notice that in almost every show we talk about self-talk, because people have to be conscious about that what you say becomes your reality. My darling Robert is saying.
It's time already.
It's time to go. Thank you so much. Thank
you, sweetie.
We're going to take a break and we'll be right back with the lesson. Thank you, Laura.
Thank you.
Empowerment with Dr. Josefina Monasterio.